the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, Black 25. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 37-yard line.
On second and 12, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 48 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike.
I'm trying to collect.
Hey, South. 55.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on,
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
Mike. 80, blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Got it.
Motion.
Mike, 54. Get up.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Down. Steady. Blue 80. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
We want it. Come to my world.
Ready to go.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready, blue 80. Right 25. Right there, 56.
Check pass.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Space. Get off the field. Smooth.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze, double. Check 3. Easy, opposite.
To throw is Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of First down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Yellow lady, 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, easy. Hey, watch that. Check, Michael, check.
Breeze now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
53.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 28. It's a 26.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West trap. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Shoot.
Hey, wait.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 11. Get that quarterback. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. All right, 25 tonight. Move ready tonight.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80!
54 Mike.
Gun!
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. You kill.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden land. And happy holidays to you and yours as well.
And the same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. However you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
54
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, South. Motion. Wait. Hey, one set. Check right, 50.
From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is indeed good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Breeze now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Opposite. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. I'm coming. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. 36. Here we go. 45 to Mike. 22.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
5-9. Hey, easy.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Hey, check Mike.
Again, it's Breeze. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Breeze again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a... touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, check.
54 Mike. 54 Mike.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Zoo. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Hey, 59, ready.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I don't think you got it, son. Mike,
Get up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah. You don't want none. He's coming. We got double up.
Breeze going to throw. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go.
45.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 16-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
65.
This is Freeman. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, 59, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 45. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 44 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's the way. You're good. Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second and goal. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Ready?
54, Mike. I'm coming after you.
Ready, set.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Stay at home. 56.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
That's good for our Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Freeman. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 20.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
Tackle.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, a nice spin. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 16.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, easy.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
5-9. Here we go. Ready, take.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Watch the run. Check safety, check safety.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Check 45 to Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Check, check, check. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
The Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down.
11.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
First down.
Ready.
1st and 10
Yellow
at
lady.
the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Kill.
On play action. Now Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 45. All day, baby, all day, all day. 14.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the curve.
Two kill.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift, shift, shift.
80 weapon. Tonight.
On first down, Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Ready.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, easy.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Over.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at the 20. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Harris now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 32. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready, blue 80, 525. He don't know no better.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They toss to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Whoa.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 52. Safe.
Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down. Yardage. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Three buzz. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. Breeze. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kill.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
And we're pretty quiet, D. Here we go.
45 to Mike. Switch up.
Here we go, 21.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Ready.
47 is the Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check.
Hey, Tuesday.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready, blue 80.
Check. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
5, 25 tonight.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Atlanta.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.